Hey there, how are you guys? So now I'm going to be talking about Army of Darkness. Coming from director, you guessed it, Sam Raimi, which was released, I believe it was 1992, but was released in the United States in 1993. So let's get started already. Army of Darkness is the sequel to Evil Dead 2, and is of course a recap of Evil Dead 2. So Ash gets captured by the Portal of Darkness during the events of Evil Dead 2, after the very end of Evil Dead 2, and he gets transported to the Middle Ages during the 1300s. And while Ash is there, he comes across Lord Arthur's men, and he pretty much gets captured by Lord Arthur's men. So now he's there during the 1300s in the Middle Ages. It's up to Ash to find the Book of the Dead, but must say the exact words before grabbing and using the Book of the Dead so he can get transported back home. Because if he does this unsuccessfully, bad things, let's just say that bad things will happen. And it won't be good for Ash, or Lord Arthur's men. Let's just say that. Army of Darkness was really the one that delves more into the comedic aspect of the franchise for me personally, because Evil Dead 2 just did not do that for me, and that's really unfortunate because Evil Dead 2 was just marketed as a horror comedy, and it should have been. Some aspects were very horror, very terrifying, and just has some creepy elements, and it's supposed to also have like really light-hearted, funny moments in it as well, but it just didn't really do that for me, and I know it did for a lot of other people out there, but just not for me. But man, does Evil Dead 2 dive more into that crowd, because really, there's a lot of funny moments like in this film. You can really feel that. There's a lot of good quotable lines in here. I think they're really just memorable. I really do think that Bruce Campbell does another fantastic job. Yeah, I really do think that Bruce Campbell does a fantastic job as Ash once again. Like this is his third time playing this character, and he does a really good job at doing it. I mean, I think he's really successful at portraying this character. I just really see Ash. I don't see Bruce Campbell at all in these movies. I just see Ash. I just see the character Ash in all of these movies, which is a really good thing to know. Like, it's got some really funny lines in here, like, give me some sugar, baby, and, stuff like that. I think those lines were really funny, and, like, goody goody two shoes, goody goody two shoes. Like, that scene was super hilarious to me. I thought that, like Ash having that clone of his was really cool, really creative, really good punchline, had a really good punchline, had a really good laugh, had a pretty good laugh at that. That scene in particular, you gave me a pretty good laugh. Like I said numerous times, that Evil Dead 2 just was not a funny film at all. I just didn't find it funny. But this movie was indeed way more funny than Evil Dead 2 was. The major problem I do have with Army of Darkness is that it dives a little bit too much more into the comedic aspect rather than being a straight up horror film. And really, this movie just doesn't really feel like horror at all. It feels more like a fantasy film mixed in with a little bit of horror elements and a lot of comedy. There's a lot of comedy in this movie, definitely, and it really succeeds at that. It really succeeds at being a comedy, and it's got a lot of fantasy elements. I mean, there's a ton of like sword fights in here with skeletons and stuff like that. I mean, it's really cool, really enjoyable scenes like that. But I just really think that it should have dove more into the horror aspect as well, not just the fantasy elements and the comedic aspects. I thought that those were well done, especially that one particular scene that I was just talking about, the duty goody two shoes, duty goody two shoes. Yeah, that scene it was so hilarious. I mean, like, just seeing uh, just seeing Ash fighting with his clone, like, it was so funny, it was so hilarious. And there was a lot of good quotable lines like "Give me some sugar, baby," and stuff like that. It was super funny. I laughed a lot. Yeah, it was definitely a lot more funny than Evil Dead 2 was, and I have to give Sam Raimi way more credit for this. I have to give Sam Raimi, yeah, because Sam Raimi did do the writing, and well, I mean, like, he did the writing for Evil Dead 2 as well, And of course he did the directing, of course, like always. But yeah, and there's really good practical effects, just like in all of the movies. I think they have really good practical effects, and I think that's what the Evil Dead movies were known for doing, and it really did succeed at that. And it's a good movie. I liked Army of Darkness. I think it's a good film. I just didn't think it was great. I liked Army of Darkness. I just did not think it was a great movie. I don't think it's as good as Evil Dead 2, or in fact the original Evil Dead, but it's still a good movie. I still really did enjoy it for what it was. Now the main key thing here that makes it better than Evil Dead 2 in some aspects is that it dives more into the comedic aspect, and that is really good marketing. I think that that was something Evil Dead 2 should have dove more into, since it was classified as a horror comedy, and I felt like it didn't really do that for me. I know it probably did for some other people, like I keep saying numerous times, but it's true. It just didn't make me laugh, and I'm super glad to say that I did laugh then like in Evil Dead 3, which is Army of Darkness. So, yeah. So with that being said, guys, that's really all I have else. Oh, now there is a couple more things I want to say about Army of Darkness. There are some cool Easter eggs in Army of Darkness that I noticed. Now there's this one scene where it's showing you like a Fangoria magazine, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that's a really cool just Easter egg. I like how they showed that Fangoria magazine in the background. Yeah, during the filming of this movie, I thought that was pretty cool as well. So Army of Darkness gets a B+. Yeah, really good movie. I have to say that it does a lot of things better than Evil Dead 2, but not necessarily as good as Evil Dead 2, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so what did you guys think of Army of Darkness? I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. I will be sure to read that. So, look forward to my reviews for Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, the Spider-Man Trilogy, directed by Sam Raimi. I hope you guys will enjoy those reviews coming very soon. I will also have a review for Drag Me to Hell. There you go. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will be sure to read your comments down below in the comment section. So, until next time, everybody, take it easy, guys, and take care, everyone.